れどれ、彩香が言ってた人は。
どうしてなんじゃ。もう何年もここにいるのに、なぜ今さら離れると。
そうだそうだ、まだ心の準備もできておらん。いきなりそんなことを言われても、子供たちもまたお前と遊びたいと思ってる。頼む、考え直してくれ。
あいつが彩香の言ってた人に間違いないみたいだな。早く行ってみようぜ。
あんたは手島さんを引き止めに来たのかい？手島さんはな、30年前にここに来てからずっとこの地におられる方じゃ。強盗団を追い払ったり、魔物を撃退したり、村の争いを止めてくれたり。彼は多くの心血をここに注いできた。私らの最も尊敬するお方じゃ。しかしいきなりここを離れるなんて言い出したんじゃ。もしかしたら私ら何か間違えたことをしてしまったのかの。できることなら手島さんに火を浴び、これからもここに残ってほしいんじゃが。
このことはメガリレーと関係があるのかもしれない。手島さんは何も悪くないのに神の目を押収された。うまく言えないが、彼は何か大切なものを失ってしまったようだった。村の周囲を一人で何度も回っていたかと思うと、いきなり世界を一周するなんて言い出したんだ。俺たちも別に彼をここにとどまらせようとしているわけじゃない。ただ魂が抜けたような彼をこのまま行かせることはできない。
どうやらみんなあの人のことを尊敬してるみたいだな。
いつの日か。
お前が手島って人だな。どうしていきなりここを離れようとしてるんだ？
俺か？離れるっていうよりも、どうしてここに居続けているのかがわからない。ああ、だがそれは俺が残る理由にならない。30年前、どうして俺はここに来たんだ。30年もの間、どうして俺はずっとここにいた。もう何も覚えてない。神の目を奪われてからたくさんのことを忘れてしまったようだ。昔の俺はここに残りたいようだったが、今はもうそんな考えもなくなった。どこか遠くに行った方がマシだ。まあ心の中は空っぽなままだが。
そうだったのか。それってお前がここに残る理由を探し出せば残ってくれるってことだよな。おーい、でも自分でも忘れてるみたいだし、どうすればいいんだろう。頑張って思い出してみるってのはどうだ？こうピキーンっていう感じで。
そういえば以前手島さんに果物を届けた時、日記を書いていたような。
俺にそんな習慣があったのか。正直もう覚えていない。
あったあった。その時の手島さん、面白いことを書き記しておいて大事な時に使うんだって言ってたよ。
それだ。その日記を探せば手島さんを引き止めることができるかもしれない。あたりを探してみようぜ。
じゃあ頼んだよ。私は先に村に帰って手島さんの状況を他のみんなに説明してくる。
島さんの日記みたいだな。どれどれ。今日は村のみんなと一緒に干物の網焼きを作った。俺は不器用でうっかり網を焦がしてしまった。仕方なく最初から黒魚のかば焼きを作っていたことにした。今日は村で溺れていた子供を助けた。その子は自分の友達のバンブがまだ水の中にいると言った。俺は半日かけて探し回り、やっとわかった。そのバンブっていう友達はその子の飼っているカニだった。今日はタコをあげに行った。糸が突然切れた。どんなに追いかけても追いつけなかった。仕方なく休憩できる場所に座り、それが遠くへ行くのをただ眺めていた。なんか全部日常の出来事みたいだな。あれ、待てよ。これを見ろ。今日はまた近くの祠へお祈りに行き、そこでずっと座っていた。お前が送ったお守りも色あせたが、それでも俺の一番大事なものだ。なんか有力な情報みたいだな。祠に行ってみようぜ。これが手島さんの日記にあったお守りか。見た感じ女の子のものみたいだな。色も模様も。これをずっと持ってたってことは手島さんの元素力が残ってるかも。これで何かできないかな。ここが手島さんがよく来てた場所みたいだ。地面に動かした痕跡があるぞ。もしかして手島さん何かお宝をここに隠してて、それでずっとこの村に残ってたのか。手島さんが30年も守ってきたお宝、きっとすごいんだろうな。早く掘り出してみようぜ。これは手紙？時間が経ちすぎててもう黄ばんでいるぞ。本田村、聞き覚えのある名前だな。どこだっけ。ってことは手島さん、ここでずっと人を待ってたのか。でももう30年も経ってるんだぞ。まだ現れてないなんて。とりあえずこれらを手島さんに渡そう。
そうだ。この日記にあるのは確かに俺の筆跡だ。お守りと手紙も俺のものだと思う。それに書いてあることはもう忘れたが、しかし俺は確かにここで誰かを待っていた。30年も。その間毎日起きた面白い出来事を記録した。再会した時にこの30年もの月日を 彼女に聞かせるために。いろんなことが起きたな。時間が過ぎるのは早い。もうこんなにも経っていた。どうしてこんな重要なことを忘れていたんだ。よく考えると、神の目を奪われてから自分の中が空っぽになった気がする。愛も後悔も彼女に関することも全て消えた。そうでもない。彼女が誰かさえも忘れているしな。彼女の姿、声、俺と経験した出来事、全て忘れてしまった。初めから彼女がいなかったかのように、全てが儚い夢だったかのように。それはもういい。こんなにも待ったんだ。これからも待ち続けよう。ただ本当に彼女に会えたとしても、名前すら口にできなかったら彼女は悲しく思うだろうか。それを考えると俺の心は確かに悲しくなる。おかしいな。彼女のことはもう覚えてないのに、どうしてこんな思いを抱くんだ。前もそうだった。心の中が空っぽで何か欠けているような。何はともあれ、俺がここに残る理由を取り戻してくれてありがとう。ここに残って彼女を待ち続けるよ。
手島さんはそんなに悲しくないって言ってたけど、なんかオイラはすっごく悲しいぞ。綾香とトーマが言ったように、神の目を失ったら願いと関係ある全てが同時に失われるのかもな。これが手島さんがあんなことになった原因だと思う。オイラたち手島さんの役に立てたかな。次の人を探しに行こう。綾香からの情報だと、2人目の神の目を奪われた人って天領奉行の武士だったよな。
早いよ。
うん。
走るより飛ぶ方が早いよ。風だ
断山八九。付き合い甘い。いざいざ。
おかしいぞ。天領奉行って将軍の管轄下にあるんだろ。稲妻の治安維持を任されてる。メガリレーも あいつらが執行してるはずだ。なんで自分たちの仲間に手を出してるんだ？わからない。ちょっと待て。あっちで何か騒ぎが起きてるぞ。行ってみよう。
今月のお救い米、それを渡すかどうか聞いてるんだ。
俺たちみんなそれを頼りに生きてんだぞ。納得のいく説明をしてもらうまで帰れると思うな。
何度も言ったように、俺はお救い米なんてものは知らない。
まだ嘘をつくか。命に関わる食料なんだ。お前たち武士に横領されるためのものじゃねえ。
武士なら好き勝手できるってのかよ。屯領奉行所に行って告発してやる。
誰だ？黒沢の仲間か？
いやいや、オイラたちはただの通りすがりだ。なんだか騒がしかったから何があったのか見に来たんだ。
そうか、ちょうどよかった。お前たちからも何か言ってやってくれ。こいつは黒沢っていう武士で幕府軍の人間だ。幕府軍はこの近くでお救い米を配っていて、こいつがその責任者でな。以前はこいつに会えばお救い米を分けてくれたのに、急にくれなくなったんだ。きっと欲に負けて食料を横領するつもりなんだよ。その食料がなきゃ俺たち飢え死にしちまうっていうのに。
俺たちの気持ちは考えてくれないのか。昔は心優しいお方だと思ってたのに、どうやら他の武士と同じで悪人だったみたいだな。道理で神の目も奪われるわけだ。雷電将軍もこんな奴に国を治める手助けをしてほしくないだろ。
こいつが綾香の言ってたやつか。でもなんで綾香はこんなやつの手助けをオイラたちにさせようとしてるんだ？とりあえずこの黒沢って武士がどう思ってるのか聞いてみよう。
流通のために作られた船は港に止まる。だからリーウェはあらゆる富が沈着する場所だ。旅はいつか終わりを迎える。慌てる必要はない。
何がお救い米だ。そんなこと聞かされてない。あいつらがどこからそんな噂を聞いたか知らないが、きっとそれを使って俺をたかりに来たんだ。俺にお救い米があるとしたらこんなに貧しいわけないだろう。笑えるぜ。俺も食べるものにありつけてないってのに。用がないならもう言ってくれ。まだやることがあるんだ。確かにそれは本当のことだ。幕府軍に奴、俺がメガリレーに対して不満を持ってるとか、仕事をサボってるとか、雷電将軍に忠実じゃないとか言って俺の神の目を押収しやがった。
おかしいな。お前もメガリレーの執行者だろ。なんでメガリレーに不満を抱いてるんだ？
それは正直もう覚えてない。ただあの時は毎月何かをやっていたことだけは覚えてる。今はもうやる気すら起きないが、 忘れただけならまだしも、心がなんかモヤモヤするんだ。誰かに借りがあるのにそれを思い出せないみたいな。
お救い米と関係はあるのか？
お救い米の横領なんてしてない。言っただろ。お救い米があったらこんな苦しい生活誰がするって言うんだ。それに俺の家はさっき砲塔団に強盗に入られたばかりだ。で砲塔団を追っている途中、あいつらに止められたんだ。信じないって言うなら砲塔団どもを懲らしめて俺の家にお救い米があったかどうか聞いてみるといいさ。
嘘を言っているようには見えなかったな。でも確証はない。やっぱり砲塔団のやつを捕まえて聞いてみよう。砲塔団が残した痕跡をたどれば見つけられるはずだ。まだ遠くに行ってないうちに早く追いかけようぜ。
兄貴、今日はなかなかの収穫だったな。俺たちが行った武士たちの家、貧しかった一人を除けば他はみんな裕福でがっぷり稼げた。
これくらいどうってことね。今日の成果は俺たちが億万長者になる一歩目に過ぎないんだからな。今日ここからお前たちを引き連れ盗人の世界で偉業をなし一躍有名になってやるぜ。
兄貴万歳。
どうやらあいつらがオイラたちの探してる砲塔団みたいだな。懲らしめてやろうぜ。
一緒に遊ぼうよ。逃げようなんて思わないでよね。
天道、ここにある。
なんでこんな俺の金が頑張って盗んできた俺たちの成果が。兄貴、なんとかしてくれ。
そのいい身のこなしだな。砲塔団に入って俺たちと大事をなす気はないか。黒沢？ああ、覚えてるぜ。まさかあいつに言われてきたのか。くそ、なんてついてないんだ。あんなやつの家なんかに寄るんじゃなかったぜ。
黒沢の家はどうだったんだよ。食料がたくさんあったんだろ。
食料？んなもんねえよ。汚ねえ家ん中だったぜ。そういえば一つだけ変わった箱があったな。きっと宝が入ってんだろう。他の奴らに見られたくなかったから戻ってから開けようと思ったんだが、そんな時にお前らに捕まっちまった。いっそこの箱で手を打つってのはどうだ。
まだ少しは誠意が残ってるみたいだな。早く開けてみてくれ。
あ、これは
借用書？
それにたくさんあるぞ。雑貨店の葵さんから借りたお金の借用書みたいだ。うわ、結構な大金だぞ。一体どういうことなんだろう。雑貨店に行って聞いてみようぜ。おい、お前たちはもう行っていいぞ。もうこんなことやるなよ。
ありがとうございます、若頭。
借用書で手を打てたってことは俺たち儲かったんじゃないか。
早くずらかるぞ。
いざ。いざ。
そんなこと
ここだよ。
いやいざ。
何でもありなつくも物、何かお求めですか？それとも何か聞きたいことでもあるのでしょうか？黒沢さんのお友達でしたか。お客様は黒沢さんの代わりに借金を返しに来たのですか？
いや、オイラたちはただこの借用書のことを知りたくて。黒沢さんはどうしてこんなにモラを借りたんだ？ここで何か貴重なものでも買ったのか？
そうですね。黒沢さんは定期的にここで大量の食料を購入されています。上からの配給ではなく彼自身のモラで。しかし近頃は食料も値段が上がり、黒沢さん自身の俸禄では足りなくなったのでしょう。その時から借用書でモラを借りながら以前と同じ量の食料を交換するようになりました。
お救い米ってそういう経緯だったんだな。でもなんで昔と同じ量を買ってたんだ？食料の値段が上がったんなら少なめに買えばいいだろう？
考えてもみてください。お救い米を受け取りに行く人々はその食料がどれほどの期間持つか事前に考えておくのが普通ですよね。昼夜問わず綿密な計画をしたにもかかわらず手に入ったのが予想より少なかったらきっとがっかりするでしょう。黒沢さんはそういう思いをさせたくなかったんだと思います。人々の気持ちを大事に思い、借金をしてでも以前と同じ量の食料を変えてきたのです。
過去に渡してきた食料は黒沢さんが全部自分で買ったものだったのか。なのに周囲の人から感謝されるどころかずっと責められて。
人の態度は自身の置かれている状況によって変わるものです。生きるということに関してほとんどの人は他のことに気を回す余裕がなくなります。私からすれば黒沢さんがお救い米の出所を最初から話していればこのような面倒事も減っていたと思います。もちろん減るだけですが、彼がしたことは花から骨折り損のくたびれ儲けです。彼がどうしてお金を払ってお救い米を買ったのか、どうしてそれを公表して感謝されることをしなかったのか、私にも分かりません。もし気になるのでしたら黒沢さんに直接聞いてみてはいかがでしょう。ああ、そういえば彼は神の目を押収されたばかりでしたね。それは厄介ですね。もし借金を返せないのでしたら彼が大事にしていた刀を売るしかないかもしれません。
刀？なんだそれ。
黒沢さんから聞いていませんか？一年中身につけているほど彼には大事な刀があるんです。私も昔彼にその刀の来歴を聞いたのですが、これは父から譲り受けたものでどんな高値でも売らないとだけ言われました。当時は少し残念に思ったほどです。何せ私はこの世の万物は値段で測ることができ、相応のモラを払えば何でも買えると思っていましたので、黒沢さんに刀の事情を聞いてみてください。 あなた方の探している答えはその刀にあるかもしれません。もちろんその前にこちらでのお会計を済ませてくださいね。
でもオイラたち何も買ってないぞ。
情報も売り物の一つ。そうでしょ。まあ確かに黒沢さんの情報は高くはつきませんね。特別秘密にしてくれとも言われていませんし。そうですね、2000モラでどうでしょう。
少なくともお救い米の事情が分かったんだ。それと黒沢さんがずっと持ってる刀のことも本人に聞いてみよう。何か思い出すかもしれない。あれ、お前一人しかいないのか？さっきの二人は。
まだ続けるなら刀を抜くと言ったら二人とも言ったよ。やっぱりこいつは言葉で話すよりも便利だ。もしかすると俺もこれからは。そういえば砲塔弾のことはもう調べたのか。俺が嘘をついてないのが分かっただろう。
だいたいこんな感じだ。お前は確かにお救い米を配ってたけど自分のお金で買ったものだったんだ。
どうして昔の俺はそんなやつだったのか。全く覚えがない。今お前たちに言われ振り返ってみても何も思い出せない。昔の俺はどうしてそんなことをやってたんだ。骨折り損じゃないか。理解できない。でも確かにさっきこの刀を握ってあの二人を脅そうとした時、体が本能的に抵抗するのを感じた。この刀、昔は俺の親父が帯刀していたものだったんだ。小さい頃親父からそれを盗んで近所のガキたちの前で見せびらかしたのを覚えてる。その後親父にこっぴどく叱られたがな。親父はなんて言ってたっけ。おかしい、また思い出せなくなった。神の目が奪われてから何か大切なものを忘れたような気がするんだ。記憶のところどころに大きな空白があってどうやっても思い出せない。ただ親父はこの刀には自分の心情があるって言ってたのを覚えてる。親父が亡くなる直前、その刀を俺に渡した。その時に言ってくれたんだ。この刀を持てばきっと。
あれ、よく見ると刀の柄に何か文字が刻んであるぞ。旅人、何が刻んであるのかわかるか？
仁義。それだったらこの状況も説明がつくような気がするな。借金をしてでも他人の幸せを願う、それが俺にとっての最大の願いだったんだろう。だが仁義なんて何になる。その道に従って自分の金でお救い米を買った結果はどうだ。天領奉行に神の目を奪われ、俺が助けていた人々からも理解されない。なのにあいつらに刀を向けた時、それでも心が痛んだ。これ以上の皮肉はないだろう。俺は善人になんかなれない。悪人にも。じゃあ俺は一体どうすればいいんだ。
こいつもかわいそうな人だったんだな。借金のことはトーマに相談してみよう。社奉行なら支援してくれるだろ。大事な刀を売るわけにはいかないからな。 願いを失うのって恐ろしいことなんだな。お前に神の目がなくてよかった。次の神の目を失った人のところに行こ
う。いざ。
3人目の神の目を失った人は確かこの辺りで有名な剣術家だったよな。明鏡止水流の現師範らしいけど、なんかすごそうだな。ここがその人の剣術道場みたいだ。ちょうど人がいるみたいだから聞いてみようぜ。
七子、そう悲しむな。師匠ならきっと無事だ。以前道場破りに来た奴らはどれだけ強くても師匠が任して追い返してたじゃないか。
それでも私心配で。だって昔はどんなに危険な局面に陥ろうと師匠は動揺しなかったんですよ。それが今や。
それは師匠が邪気に取りつかれたからだ。今回行われる邪気払いの儀式が終われば師匠もきっと元通りになるさ。
何かあったのか？
君たちは誰だ？暇を持て余した野獣馬か、それとも師匠が邪気に取りつかれてる隙を見て騒ぎを起こしに来たのか。どっちかは知らないがとっとと帰ってくれ。さもないと俺の剣で切らせてもらう。
違うんだ。オイラたち
弟子入り？
そうオイラたち明鏡止水流がすごいって聞いて、それを学ぶためにはるばる遠くから弟子入りに来たんだ。でもここに着いたら邪気とかなんとかが聞こえてきて。
君たちの服装、確かに現地の人間ではないみたいだな。すまない。最近ここに来て面倒を起こす人が多くてな。俺たちも警戒心が強くなってた。あいにく俺たちの師匠は今邪気に取りつかれてしまってまだ体が回復してない。今弟子入りさせることはできない。どうやら確かに本気で弟子入りしたいみたいだな。分かった。妹弟子と一緒に君たちに師匠の状況を説明しよう。それを聞いてから帰るかどうか自分たちで決めてくれ。俺たちの師匠は土門という。この名前は君たちも聞いたことがあるだろう。独学で剣術を学び数々の有名な剣術家を任してきた。いっぱいもせずに。師匠は言ってたよ。自分の目標は天下一の剣術家になることだって。俺たちの修行に付き合ってる時も自分の剣術を磨き続けてた。そんな師匠の情熱に感化された俺たちは師匠の後をひたすら追いかけてたんだ。それなのに
少し前に師匠の神の目が奪われてから人が急激に変わってしまったのです。何かおかしなことをずっと言い続けていて、私たちにも剣の修行をするなと兄弟子と相談した結果、師匠はきっと邪気に取りつかれたのだと考え、鳴神大社の巫女様に邪気のお祓いを頼んだのです。しかし正直私も師匠が良くなるかどうか分かりません。
鳴神大社ってなんだ？
鳴神大社を知らないのか。あそこは鳴神島で一番大きな神社で、神社を司る大巫女様は雷電将軍と親密な関係にある人物らしい。俺たちじゃ大巫女様に出向いてもらうのは不可能だが、鳴神大社なら普通の巫女様でも邪気払いの力があるはずだ。だから安心しろ七子。師匠はきっと良くなる。邪気払いの儀式は今夜行われる。もし興味があるのなら来てみてくれ。
邪気に取りつかれる。神の目を奪われるとそんなことになるのか？夜になったら来てみようぜ。
流通のために作られた船は港に止まる。だからリーウェはあらゆる富が沈着する場所だ。
来たか。君たちが来る直前まで師匠は発狂してたんだが、見ずに済んでよかったな。さっき妹たちが師匠を支えていったが、どうやら師匠が誰かの名前をつぶやいているのが聞こえたらしい。その人が誰か聞くと、師匠は急に怯えた表情になり、妹弟子を押しのけたそうだ。苦しみながら耳を塞いでいたらしい。血眼になって辺りを見回していた。ずっと名前を叫んでいたよ。俺たちが知ってる人も知らない人もいた。みんなかつて師匠に任された剣術家のようだ。その中の一人である安西という人は師匠の元兄弟子だった。だが師匠に敗れてからあてもなくさまよい続けてるらしい。師匠はさっき彼の名前を何度も叫んでた。神社の巫女様が師匠を殴って気絶させなかったら儀式も続けられなかっただろう。邪気払いの儀式はもう始まってる。ここで結果を待ち、師匠の無事を祈ろう。君たちは少しここで待っててくれ。水を取ってくる。師匠が起きたら飲むだろうから。
なんかさっきコソコソしてるやつが走ってったぞ。まさか邪気払いの儀式を邪魔しようとしてるのか。そうはさせるか。旅人、早く追いかけよ
う。いざ。
ここにもいない。もっと上かな。本当にここか。もっと上に行って探してみよう。いた。あそこに怪しいやつがいるぞ。きっとあいつだ。
お前らなんでそんなに足が速いんだ。本当にドモンの弟子か。ドモンより早く感じたが、それとも何年も会わねえうちにドモンのやつまた実力を上げたのか。
おい、聞きたいことがあるのはこっちだ。お前は誰なんだ。コソコソしてるし、きっと悪いやつだろ。
悪いやつ？はっ、お前らが生まれてくるずっと昔から俺とドモンは一緒に剣を学んできたんだ。もう昔のことはあまり喋りたくねえが、俺はドモンから兄弟子と呼ばれる立場なんだぞ。
兄弟子？まさかお前。
そうだ、俺が安西だ。ドモンに会いたくねえからに決まってるだろう。あいつと関係のあるやつともな。あの時俺とあいつは同じ剣術家の師匠のもとで一緒に明鏡止水流を学んでた。俺はあいつより5年も早く入門した。みんなに頼られる兄弟子だった。明鏡止水流は雑念のない心を追求する流派だ。そのため門下の弟子たちは名声などに興味を持たなかった。俺も含めてな。しかし土門は違った。あいつが門下に入って最初にやったのは、笑いながら師匠に向かって「どうしたら天下一になれるんですか?」と聞いたことだ。その時師匠はあいつを叱った。剣術はそのような名声のためにあるものじゃないと。何日か剣を習っただけで最強になるなど 心に雑念を持っている証拠。そんなんじゃ剣を学ぶなんて永遠にできない。当時俺もそう考えてた。だが土門の剣術の成長はとてつもなく早く、俺にさえ追いついた。その時俺は確信したんだ。土門はとっくに雑念のない心という境地に達していたんだと。あいつの心には天下一を取ることしかなかった。剣術の極みを追い求め、どんなに挫折しようとあいつは立ち直った。
すごい人なんだな。でもなんでその人に会いたくないんだ？
それはあいつが来るまで俺は自分が明鏡止水流を受け継ぐことを目標にしていたからだ。師匠の弟子たちの中で俺は最も優れた才能を持ち、誰よりも剣の修行をし、みんなの期待を背負ってた。だがあいつが来てから全てが変わった。俺はあいつとの勝負に敗れ、メンツも地位も失い、門下を逃げ出したんだ。後から聞いた話だが、あいつは師匠とも勝負をしたらしい。師匠はすでに年を取っていて、勝負の中で最後の気力を使い果たしてしまったそうだ。それから俺はもうあいつと何の交流もしてねえ。だが正直なところ、俺はあいつの剣術とそれを追求する心を認めてる。だからあいつが発狂したと聞いた時は嘘だと思ってた。あいつが発狂なんかする玉か？明鏡止水の極みに達したやつなんだぞ。それでこっそり本当に狂ったかどうか確かめに来たんだ。なのにあいつ俺の名前なんか呼んでやがった。俺はてっきりもうとっくに忘れたのかと思ってたぜ。とにかくあいつに害を加えるつもりはねえよ。ただ確かめに来ただけなんだ。さあもう帰ってくれ。俺から話すことはもう何もねえ。邪気払いの儀式もすでに終わった頃だろ
おう。どうやら邪気払いの儀式を邪魔しに来たわけじゃなかったんだな。誤解だったみたいだ。でもこの人を連れて行くべきかどうかは迷うな。とりあえず邪気払いの儀式がどうなったか見に行ってみよう。
なんですって？師匠は邪気に取りつかれたわけじゃない。師匠は自分から狂ったとでも言うんですか？そんな、私は信じません。きっと何か事情があるに違いありません。
ナナコ、落ち着け。
申し訳ございません。私の力では土門さんが取りつかれているのを確認することはできませんでした。しかしこの世界には様々な邪が存在します。その多くは私が今まで見たこともないもので、今の段階で結論を出すことはできません。それにこのことに転機がないとは限りません。先ほど私が得た情報によりますと、八重様があなた方の師匠に会ってみたいとおっしゃっているようです。
八重様が？俺の知ってるあの八重様がですか？
鳴神大社の大巫女様、八重様が？よかったです。これで師匠は助かります。
ええ、八重様は幅広い知識を持ち合わせており、これまでも数々の災厄と邪気を払ってきました。あなた方の師匠が邪気に取りつかれたのかは分かりませんが、八重様ならきっと正しい答えを導き出せるでしょう。
その巫女様、八重様に会うには何か準備は必要でしょうか？
必要ありません。唯一行うべきは指定された時間に鳴神大社に着くことです。八重様は無駄に待つことを嫌っています。では私はこれで。鳴神大社にてお会いしましょう。土門さんがいち早く回復することを祈っています。
まさか 八重様が俺たちの師匠を気にかけてくれるなんて。
兄さんは師匠の名声が八重様の目に留まらないとでも言いたいのですか？
いや、そんな、それは誤解だ。ただ八重様なんだぞ。噂では将軍様と深い関係にある大巫女様だって。とにかく明日は君も来てくれ。わざわざ遠くから弟子入りに来たんだ。どんな結果になろうと我々明鏡止水流は君に結果をもたらすべきだろう。
おう、おいらもその八重様って人が気になるぞ。その人からライデン将軍の情報を聞き出せるかもしれないしな。
いざ。はっはっ、隙あり。いざ。はっ。
あの人が八重様か。純也の言ってた通り、すごく強いオーラを放ってるぞ。それにさっきオイラたちのことを見てなかったか？オイラの見間違いだったかも。何せオイラたちとあの人って初めて会ったはずだから。
来るな。
俺に近づくな。もう剣はやめたんだ。許してくれ。
見ての通りです、八重様。土門さんはずっとこの状態です。かつて彼に負けた人が周りで自分を罵っているようで、とても苦しんでいます。
八重様、師匠は邪気に取りつかれたのでしょうか。師匠は以前このような感じではありませんでした。師匠は昔どんなことがあっても笑っていたのです。
残念じゃが、汝らの師匠から邪気は感じられぬ。
そんな。では師匠は。
そう、自らこのようになった。巨大な重圧に耐えかね、心は崩壊、精神も傷つき、最後には発狂する。水に落ちたもののようにあがけばあがくほど暗く冷たき深海に落ちる。原因はおそらく神の目を失ったことじゃろう。神の目を奪われるというのは願いを奪われることと同じじゃ。
願い。しかし八重様、願いを奪われたというのなら師匠は一般の人に戻るだけなんじゃないですか。どうして発狂なんて。
汝らの流派、明鏡止水流と言ったか。いいなじゃが、今のこの世の中、本物の明鏡止水などどこにもあらぬ。名声に興味ないと自称する者は弟弟子に破られ門下を去る。年配の剣術家は怒りを抱き、自身の教え子に勝負を仕掛ける。では雑念がないように見える者がその手で自身の師匠と兄弟子を任した時、本当に何も感じぬと思うか。
八重様のおっしゃる意味は。
剣の道とは千変万化。剣術で天下一を取ることは凡人にとってたやすいものではない。その手に剣を持ち他者の夢を打ち砕いていく必要がある。たとえそれが彼の近くにいる親しいものであろうとも。故に天下一を取るという願いに執着し、苦しみを一時的に忘れることで先に進むことができたのじゃろう。その願いが失われた時、彼は自分を否定し始め恐怖にもがく。そしてこのようになる。そう、あの未熟なわらわの友人のように。
師匠はずっとそのような苦しみを抱えてきたのですね。
すまない。全部俺のせいなんだ。父さん、師匠、安西さん。
もういい。
さっき会った土門さんの兄弟子、なんでここに。オイラたちの後をこっそりつけてきたのか。
安西、どうして安西が2人鬼なのか。俺に復讐しに来たんだろう。分かってるさ。やはり俺はあの時。
確かに俺はお前のことを気に食わねえやつだと思ってる。だがお前の謝罪なんか聞きたくねえ。何年も経ちもう全部理解した。鼻っからお前は間違ったことなんか何もしてねえ。間違えてたのは俺なんだ。メンツを失うことに耐えかねて門下から逃げ出した。お前に任されたほとんどのやつがお前を責めたりなんかしねえと俺は信じてる。それどころか俺たちは自分たちの願いをお前に託した。お前がさらに高みに行けることを願ってた。お前の願いが奪われ俺たちの期待に応えられねえことはもう知ってる。だけどお前はあいつらの願いまで奪っちゃならねえ。剣術を磨き天下一を取る。お前があいつらに教えたことじゃねえか。
だがいつの日かあいつらも俺のように血をにじませながら天下一を追いかけるかもしれない。最初から間違ってたんだよ。いつの日かあいつらも俺みたいになるっていうのなら俺は前に進むことをやめここで立ち止まる方がマシだ。
そいつらの考えを聞いたことはあるか。
師匠は以前 海賊から私を救ってくださいました。私はその時師匠の後ろを追いかけることに決めたのです。将来師匠のように苦しむのかなんて私には分かりません。ただ私に分かるのは、今の私はまだ止まりたくないということだけです。いつの日か正々堂々胸を張り、私は師匠の弟子で明鏡止水流の伝承者なんだと皆さんに伝えることができると信じています。
七子だけじゃない、俺たち他のみんなもそう思ってる。
お前たち、
ほら見ろ、自分の願いをそいつらに託してもいいんじゃねえか。願いが奪われるなんてこと俺は経験したこともないから分かるはずもねえ。だがお前に負けたあの時、俺も願いが砕かれる瞬間を感じたことはある。だからよ、俺が自分の願いをお前に託したように、お前もそいつらに願いを託せ。俺とお前は違う。俺が去った時、俺には何にもなかった。だがお前にはこんなにも優秀な弟子たちがたくさんいるじゃねえか。
そうか、分かったよ。すまなかった。明鏡止水流の師範だというのにお前たちに心配をかけてしまった。今の俺は天下一になんて興味はない。心にある虚無と苦痛が解消されない限り、再び雑念のない心に到達することは不可能だろう。だがお前たちの師匠として、俺がこの人生で学んだ全てのものをお前たちに教えてやれる。この点は兄弟子にも監督してもらいたい。
もちろん見張っておくさ。また発狂されたら困るのはこっちだからな。だが俺はもう今の気ままな生活に慣れてる。道場に残るのはやめておこう。たまにお前のところに行ってサボってねえか見てやる。何をほうけてるんだ。早く八重様に礼を言って帰るぞ。
奪われた願いを弟子たちに受け継がせる。これで解決したよな。
旅人さん、お待ちを。八重様からお話がございます。
やはりわらわの気のせいじゃなかった。異境から訪れる風、この海域に新たな望みを吹きつける。わらわたちの出会いは少々早すぎたかもしれぬ。じゃが汝がこの島を訪れた時期はちょうどよかったと言えよう。わらわの期待に応えられるよう励むがよい、わっぱよ。
あの八重様って人、お前に興味津々みたいだな。不思議なやつだな。さっき言ったことの意味は一体。これについてはまた今度話そう。今は早く戻って彩香に報告しようぜ。
いざ。
最後の願いも叶えたぞ。あやか？
こうして会うのは初めてですね。旅人さん、パイモンさん。あなた方が友人たちを手伝ってくれたことはすでにお聞きしました。本当にお疲れ様でした。
そうだぞ。神の目を取り戻さない限り何をやっても効果がない気が。そういえば綾香、どうして今回は出てきたんだ？
あの3つの出来事から私はすでにあなた方を友人とみなしたからです。トーマと話す時と同じように友人とはすだれ越しにお話はできません。
ちょっと待った。トーマってお前の家来だろ？おいら家来は嫌だぞ。
パイモンさんは本当に面白い方ですね。トーマは私の家来である以前に私の友人でございます。
そっか。なんか屏風の後ろから出てきた綾香、雰囲気も違う気がするぞ。わかった。じゃあお前の友達になってやる。
ありがとうございます。では本題に戻りますが、神の目を失った方々の苦しみを見てどのように感じられたでしょうか。神である将軍様の目には全ての生き物は一つ一つの生命に過ぎないのかもしれません。雷鳴、成功、強風、周雨、それらの到来は人々の思いに配慮することなどありません。しかしあなたでしたらきっと感じ取っていただけますよね。どうやら私の気持ちを理解していただけたようですね。であればもう一度お考えを。本当ですか？はい、もちろんです。
まったくお嬢にはかなわない。
彼女はそれらを放ってはおけないお方だと言ったではありませんか。やはり私は正しい方を信じることができました。ではこのことはご内密にお願いします。木漏れ茶屋に向かいましょう。シャブ業にいる一般の方を巻き添えにしないためにも。
またここに来たな。
先に話を始めてくれ。俺は周囲の見張りをしてくるよ。
ここは一体何のための場所なんだ？どうしていつもここに集合するんだよ。
ここはかつて将軍様から与えられたシャブ業の放置。シャブ業上里家のみが計画、建設、修理、そして出入りするものの管理を許されています。これらはすべてシャブ業の祭祀事務の特殊性に関係しています。多くの場合で周りの方を近づかせないようにする必要がございますので。
おいらわかったぞ。神秘的な雰囲
その後城内での妻子が減ってから社奉行の人間のみが自由に出入りできるこの茶室を先輩方が建てられたのです。
そっか、確かに秘密基地にはぴったりだ。
さて、ここでは自由に話すことができます。何かご質問はございますか？将軍様。私は将軍様とそれほど多くお会いしたことはございません。お会いしたのもそのほとんどが祭祀の儀式場でのことです。記憶ではとても威厳ある方で、高貴で尊く、類を見ないほどの威圧感を放っていました。それ以外で最も印象的だったのは、彼女には感情がほとんどなく、統治者というよりも無情な執行者として様々な形で永遠という唯一の目標を実践しているようでした。実はほとんどの方にとってメガリレーは自身と関係ないことなのです。神の目を持つ者はそれほど数が多くありません。それどころか嫉妬を招くほどです。そのため多くの民はそれに対して無関心なのです。
そんな、あまりいい気はしないな。
しかし私たち以外にも遠方の渡積島に抵抗軍が存在しています。
抵抗軍？メガリレーに抵抗してるのか？
はい。神の目を失った者や失うことを恐れている者が渡積島のサンゴノ宮の下で抵抗組織を結成したのです。サンゴノ宮に関してはもともと鳴上島の幕府と信仰上の衝突をしていたようです。彼女らの率いる抵抗軍に他の意図があるかどうかは分かりませんが、もちろん試みました。しかしメガリレーを廃止する提案が天守閣へ届くたび、天領奉行と勘定奉行による両奉行の否決によって毎回却下されてしまうのです。彼らは無条件で将軍様の決定を支持する態度をとっており、相談の余地さえ見当たりません。そもそも将軍様が突然メガリレーを出したのは一体どのような理由からなのでしょう。
オイラはまだ質問が残ってるぞ。
おや、パイモンさん、何が聞きたいのでしょう。
どうやってメガリレーに抵抗するんだ？
正直まだ決まっていません。
おい！
メガリレーに抵抗するということは神に抗うことにもなります。その覚悟を決めるだけでも容易なことではございません。
じゃあどうするんだよ。
今のところ私たちにできるのはメガリレーによる損害を減らす方法を探し出すことだけでしょう。例えば神の目の所有者をかくまったり、偽の神の目を作りその場をしのいだりすることです。
神の目って偽物が作れるのか？
花見坂の手芸職人の手にかかれば肉眼では見分けのつかない偽の神の目を作り出すことができます。しかし現在ある問題がございます。かねてより私たちのために偽の神の目を製造してきた正勝先生が数日前に天領奉行の方に身柄を拘束されてしまいました。
見つかっちゃったのか？
はい。長期的な解決策ではなかったので見つかるのも仕方なかったのですが、このまま正勝先生を見捨てるわけにはいきません。私もそう思います。しかし脱獄となりますと、私とトーマは社奉行としての身分がございますので、このことが露見すれば上里家全体を巻き込んでしまいます。 もちろんこのことをすべてあなた一人に丸投げすることはいたしません。準備が整い次第、花見坂へ向かってください。そこに長野原という花火屋がございます。そこであなたを手助けしてくれる方を見つけられるでしょう。手助けをしてくれる方が誰か聞きたいのですか？お会いすればすぐにわかりますよ。手助けをしてくれる方が誰か。
お、もう話は終わったか？
花と酒。
He just like, I want to be Little Dick Masterson, and that's funny. But like Ralph is so just like nasty. He's just so like there's a lot of like usually when I talk about people, there's usually like a little bit of like fun involved, but Ralph is so dour and he is such a miserable person and he's so like litigious and nasty. It's like, I don't know if people can derive enjoyment from even listening to this. And for example, by the way, to prove this, this is all this week, by the way. I'm not like saving this up. These clips that I'm playing came from since Sunday, since he's been having a tantrum this entire week.
Guys, Ralph's talking. For real, we'll mute. We'll mute. I don't give a fuck.
Goddamn got a chorus in the back like the fucking black Israelite. You fucking ridiculous, honestly.
That's
Fuck,
right.
We're 100 of you motherfuckers, and I'll tell you this right now: if I ever see you in person, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the throat, you goddamn fucking faggot, for what you said.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
So there he is, someone that Odyssey is paying for his association, threatening to kill someone, which is just wonderful, especially when you're like in a litigation for harassment, when you're fighting for custody, when you're trying to make your income go up. Threatening to kill people unironically in an argument is a great idea. But he goes one step further, and he says this.
Oh, is that right? I refuse to call him Surfer too. I'll call him by his real fucking name. Let me go look it up, actually. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. I know it's posted somewhere. I know where they work and everything, actually.
I got a lot of stuff on you guys. This gets emailed to me and sent to me randomly. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on you boys. I just don't talk about it, but yeah, I know where you guys work. I know what you sell. I know everything you do, really. I didn't even have to do anything. People just send me that stuff. They know your address. They know everything. So, would you like... I can't say it here, of course, but best believe I got it. Yeah, I got it all. So...
Oh, that was risky. I accidentally sleep well. Yeah, that's also a threat. That's not like...
I sure hope nothing gets sent to your job there. That might hurt. I might mess things up a little bit.
He threatens to send the Snickerdoodle swastikas video to our place of employment. You know, like, please do it, Ralph. You know, like, please.
We'll get into it.
You know, but like in the meantime, like he'll tell us that we work for Hope Not Hate. You know,
it's tremendous
he's, like,
optics.
Literally doing like Antifa, like fucking right-wing watch tactics. You know, like, what a fucking joker.
Obviously, his intention to threaten the two to stop talking about him is not going to work. I went a little bit risky there to play that Ralph stream because I want to talk a little bit about what he does and his DMCA shit. After he DMCA'd me last time, I considered what my options were. You can like. It's such a mess. The DMCA system is like such a fucking mess because there's no real recourse against it. Ralph's entire career is based off of playing other people's shit on his stream and providing as little commentary as possible. He used to do more commentary. He used to be very critical of what he plays. Now he just plays like Tucker Carlson shit and like C-SPAN and other intellectual properties from the news directly. And that's what he sells to people. So he relies on fair use every single day. That's his entire life is fair use. And despite this, he flings around this DMCA shit constantly. And from the victim of a fraudulent DMCA, there's only one real recourse against him. And I'm going to read a little bit of a law. It's one paragraph. It won't take long. Misrepresentations. This is 512F. This is the DMCA law, and this is misrepresentations about the takedown notice. Any person who knowingly, materially misrepresents under this section that material or activity is infringing, or that material activity was removed or disabled by mistake or misidentification, shall be held liable for damages, including costs and attorney's fees, incurred by the alleged infringer. And all that's saying is, if a person files absolute bullshit, you can sue them for damages, real damages, and for the attorney's fees, what it costs to actually litigate them. The problem is this wording, materially, knowingly, materially misrepresents under this section. He has to know that what he's doing is wrong, and he obviously does, but he never says, oh, I know what I'm doing is illegal. He has to like almost actually say that for it to count as a knowing misrepresentation. So literally, if I were to take the risk and sue Ralph for the inevitable DMCA, the second one he's going to file against me for the stream, he would get into court and his defense would sound like this. Like, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm dumb as hell. I'm fucking stupid. I'm dumber than pig shit, Your Honor. I don't know what a fair use is. Do I look like I'm just a country boy from West Memphis, Arkansas? I don't know what the fuck a fair use is. My papa told me that fair use was when you borrow something from someone and you give it back to them in better condition than when you got it. That's what fair use is to me. I'm just trying to be like Rush Limbaugh. I just want to talk about politics. I don't know shit. I'm dumb, Your Honor. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know shit. I'm a fucking retard. I'm a fucking white nationalist dating an asexual crypto Jew lolicon. I'm fucking stupid, Your Honor. I don't know shit. And I got a baby. I got kids out in California. And I'm just trying to make an honest dollar. And I'm trying to make my money, and they're using my content, my genuine content, without my consent, taking food from my kid's mouth. I gotta fight litigation, Your Honor. I'm fucking stupid. I fucked up my whole life. I don't know shit. I can't knowingly misrepresent shit. I'm fucking dumb, Your Honor. And then he would walk out of the court completely vindicated, cleared of all charges, a case thrown out with prejudice, and he'd get out on the kill stream and says, I told you once, I told you 1,000 times, Josh Moon, you can't abort the retort. The Ralph Female wins again, baby. And it's like, okay, this is like a fucking joke. This is just like clown world shit. And it's so frustrating, because if I was just like trying to live in Ukraine and didn't have shit in terms of expenses, and I didn't have any long-term goals, it would be totally fucking worth it, just for the chance that I would have an opportunity to set court precedent that this shit is not okay. That would be worth it. But there's shit I want to fucking do now. It's not fair. I want to buy a fucking house. I want to buy 100 acres and an armory of AR-15s. I need to buy nitric acid so I can melt down silver and gold into my own custom Kiwi coins in a chemical shed in my backyard. I got shit that I want to fucking do that I can't spend money on an attorney so that Ralph can get in there on his hands and knees and be like, I'm sorry, I'm just fucking stupid, Yana. And it's like, okay, I could open like a GoFundMe and say like, please help me set this precedent. It would be really good for the YouTube ecosystem. But it's like, I would rather just people buy my fucking silver so I can buy my house and my armory and my nitric acid. These are the things that I want. Right now, more so than setting court precedent for fucking YouTube's benefit. And I don't know. But I really can't think of a single person who is a better representation of knowing DMCA abuse, because like I looked this up extensively. I looked it up, what cases have prevailed under a 512F claim. And they usually don't, but there's not many of them that have a solid basis. And the one that did go through for a 512S or 512F, what it was a two content producers suing each other, and the first one worked with DMCA and copyright and fair use all the fucking time, so they have no excuse for not knowing what fair use is. But a regular person who's just trying to protect their interests, they think something got stolen from them, and they're just like a small creator who had a video go viral. The court doesn't want to punish them for sending a DMCA, right? Because they're just a small independent creator, and they shouldn't be punished for making a mistake, and not knowing the law. But in Ralph's instance, he is closer to the first than the latter. He is someone who has extensive knowledge about fair use, who relies on fair use every day, who has claimed fair use in the past, and only just recently, when he's wanted to take a more militant approach to controlling his copyright, has he started DMCAing channels. So I think that there's a good chance, but on top of just like not winning, I would also be afraid of losing and then owing attorney's fees, because God forbid you actually have to pay Ralph for trying to defend yourself, right? Because he would never let that go. And it's like, it's just not, it's like an 80% chance, 75% chance with a lot of good that could come out of it. But at the same time, it's like, there's just other shit that I want to fucking do. So it is extremely frustrating to let him like just be obnoxious and not being so invested. Like Vickers is invested in it. That's like the rest of his life now is going to be dealing with Ralph. So it's worth his time and money to like fuck with Ralph and try to get his way. But for me, it's like, Ralph's probably going to die in the next couple years. And it's not like me losing a week of streaming is worth the effort of, losing like a month of income, or even that towards like saving for a house and shit. I could win, yeah, but I could also lose, you see. And it's not just like losing in terms of like Ralph being vindicated. Like that, it's not like, is Ralph in the right? That's not the question. Is Ralph so in the wrong that he is actually abusing the process in such a way that the court system has to reprimand him for it? Like, you see what I mean? It's not like he's on the attack and I'm on the defensive. It's the other way around. So even then, the other flip side to that is, if I try to go about this, there's an optics issue in terms of like Ralph could say, "Oh, I'm being victimized. I'm just trying to protect what's mine. I'm trying to protect what's mine," and then all his fans give him fucking money and shit, and it's just like, because it's much easier to do that when you're the defendant in litigation. It's hard to do that when you're the plaintiff in litigation, unless you're Vic Mignogna and have Nick. If Nick Rekieta wants to fundraise my fucking lawsuit, I will. That's my promise. I will do it. I will do my lawsuit if Nick Rekieta wants to make a GoFundMe for me. I'll do it then. But I mean, if someone wants to send me $75,000, which is what it takes to get to trial in civil litigation, I would just rather have a down payment on a house, to be honest with you. But let us continue. Before I do this, though, let me get super transformative, because there's a chance that this is going to be heard in court at some point. So, Your Honor, I have arranged Gunt Vision, a super transformative mechanic, to take original Gunt content and merge it with my commentary to create something totally new for a completely different marketplace that is completely divorced from the market reserved by Ethan Ralph and his content. So here we are in Gunt Vision, and we're going to take a look at some content, some quality content from the kill stream. Just a couple minutes. After, I don't know what it is about Ralph this week, but he's been super pissed off at the forum, and literally on his like tequila morning streams, which are the only streams I can watch of his, because he streams at like a ridiculous hour for me. So he starts streaming at like the same time that I stream normally, and then I can tune in for a couple hours and comment in the chat. And because I'm talking and everything I say makes Ralph super angry for some reason, right? And because the chat for the Kiwi Farms is like the Gunt Internet Famous and the Articles and Happening board all share a chat channel together. So when he's streaming, people are usually talking about him, and if I join in, he gets like super upset and starts getting angry and be like, that Josh Moon's in his chat on the fucking fan forum, and that fucking pedophile is like saying all this bullshit, talking all this shit, that fucking pedophile Josh Moon. And he gets like all angry and bitter, and it's like, oh, calm down, Ralph. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it, buddy. We're gonna get through this.
Oh, somebody sent me an email. Apparently Josh Moon was talking shit today about my child. Well, he's been obsessed with my child since before it was even born. So, I mean, I guess maybe he's fascinated by someone who can actually procreate. That could be possible. It could be because he's a pedophile and he used to run pedophile boards and publish child pornography, that perhaps he's dabbling back into that arena again, trying to get a foot back in, not sure. But you know, we wish him the best, of course. How's it going, Gator?
Let's be real.
So Gator usually is not in these streams, from what I understand, but when Ralph mentions my name, Gator is like obsessive, and I'm reluctant to say that because, like, you know, I run the Kiwi Farm, so it's a bit weird to like say, oh, someone's obsessive, but Gator is like, there's something wrong with him. I usually just say he's like a paid gimp, but I think there's actually something mentally wrong with him. His reaction, oh, he's been interested in my child, my kids down in California, so he must be a pedophile. It couldn't be that this is the single greatest development of your entire life since I've known you. That can't be it. It can't just be endlessly fascinating how you reacted to me in my blog post about wanting to start a family at some point before I'm 30. How I'm segueing into the next part of my life, and I should consider that more and make adjustments in myself and my behaviors to segue into my 30s. How he took that and then like reproduced with like the first BPD like womb that would accept his seed, and that's somehow pedophilia on my part. But then Gator jumps in and he starts coping.
Let's be real. He's gonna die alone.
Yeah, he is.
380-pound ass is gonna be,
well, you know,
found by some poor Belgian person, just rotting away. They're gonna smell it for miles. He's gonna be completely alone, and all of his plants will have died long before him.
I like how, like, look at Ralph's face. Ralph has like this weird pig face.
Belgian person, just rotting away. They're gonna smell it for miles. He's gonna be completely alone, and all of his plants will have died long before him.
Ralph's just like, please shut up, Gator. You're not funny. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say. Just shut the fuck up.
I agree. Also agree.
There's another part where I think it's in this next clip that I'm gonna play. By the way, why does Gator know about my plants? Are these people all watching my stream? I talk about the dumbest shit ever for like a general audience. For some reason, they all watch my stream and they hate my plants. They're that angry at my stream and my comfy life and I guess my Slavic shithole. I forgot. I'm living in a World War II bunker in the middle of Serbia, but I have a little window. Like a basement window where it's like below ground and then there's like a grate over the window. I have one of those and I keep my banana peppers there. And for some reason, Gator is so angry. He hates even that. He hates my jail cell window banana pepper growth. He wants that taken from me.
Yeah, Josh is like upwards of like 300 something. He's posted about it, about fucking how upset he is.
Dude, literally, I'm 280. Actually, I was 277 when I weighed last night. 277 pounds. No shit. That's what I weighed last night. Now, that was down 4 from the beginning of the week, which is not that crit. My weight kind of fluctuates. And I thought he said he was like 280 or 290. I don't remember now. And he was like an inch or two taller than me.
Close to 300.
He was like an inch or two taller than me, and he was basically the same weight. So I was like, he's a little bit skinnier. This motherfucker's a fat ass, though. Like, there's no doubt about it. He's a fat fuck. There's just no other way around it. Josh Moon's a fat fuck. Period.
I told... See, this is what I mean. There's opportunity where, like, Ralph could do fun things and not just be, like, a bitter sourpuss all the fucking time. But Ralph is such a sourpuss that he will reject anything fun-loving to just complain more. When he said this, I said, Ralph... I said on my forum, and of course he reads every post on the forum. I said, if you want, we can do a weight loss competition. I don't remember how much I am. I think I'm below 270 now. I've been losing weight all this year. But I said to Ralph, I will bet 30 ounces of silver. And of course I'm not going to take a bet in fiat money. I don't believe in fiat money. I don't want fiat money. I don't want fiat money anywhere near me. These are the only things. This is the only value of wealth that I will do, that I will accept this bet in. And I want 30 silver ounces. And we will have an escrow. We'll use Nick Rikita or something. And we'll both send in a piece of paper that is like a physical from like a doctor. And it'll have height and weight. Because when you go to a doctor and you get your physical done or whatever, I want height and weight signed and certified by a doctor as being true and authentic. Send that 30 pieces of silver, Nick Rikita or someone else who's not retarded. And we'll do it for however long you want. 6 months, a year, 3 months, whatever the fuck. And whoever loses the most weight, pound for pound, will get the pot. And that's not fair because I truly believe that Ralph is about 5'4". He's probably a full head shorter than I am. So his BMI is much higher. His body fat percentage is going to be much higher. And I can tell just by looking at him. I like, if you see pictures of me, I don't have any weight on my face. And I realize I'm kind of fortunate that I don't carry a lot of weight on my face. But I can look at myself in the mirror. I can see where my fat is. I can see how my body carries it. And I just don't believe for a second that Ralph is the same height as me. His BMI has to be way higher for those kind of fucking fat jowls. It's just not possible for him to be the same height as me and have that kind of fat distribution where it's like hanging on his fucking neck like that. So I'll take the home disadvantage because I don't think Ralph has the capability to neck. But like, again, that's like a fantasy. Like, Ralph would never accept something like that because he's not in it to like have fun on the internet. He wants me destroyed. Pedophile, killer, criminal, Josh Moon, you fucking criminal, and you will be hauled away. You will be black bagged by Interpol one day for your crimes, Josh Moon. Meanwhile, all my shit legal in the U.S., hosted in the U.S., got attorneys in the U.S., my money's in the U.S. There's nothing that I have that's outside the U.S. except my person, and that doesn't mean shit because I live in a country that has an extradition treaty. So if there was a crime that I've committed no issue whatsoever being extradited to the U.S. So he should just accept my offer, but he won't because that would be too fun. And Sourpuss Ralph has to make things as not fun as humanly fucking possible. So there's that, and then here's the lead up, which he's gonna be super fucking ornery. Like I expect next week to be talking about Ralph again because chances are he's gonna fly off the fucking handle and start complaining about something else too. Because of this.
What President Cyril Ramaphosa is doing?
Let's see here. Also, I just got a message from Matthew Vickers who left me
before we even play this. I just want to point out that right now in this stream, the Ethan Ralph that will send out, he has sent out 50 plus DMCAs since we started counting. The Ethan Ralph that continuously DMCAs anyone who plays anything of his stream or him talking, anything that represents him in a way he doesn't approve of, he will DMCA that. Meanwhile, in this clip, just this clip, in the background, for no fucking reason, he's just watching like news footage. And that's all he does. I sat in for one of his streams lately just because he's been talking about me so much. And the entire thing is him playing like news footage from South Africa and like the Tucker Carlson meme is completely true. He never gets off that guy's dick. He's playing nothing but other people's shit the entire time he's bitching about other people playing his shit to make fun of him.
Message on my voicemail said he was going to have a hearing. I guess tried to get a restraining order against me on Monday to stop me from seeing my son. Well, I will be in California in Nevada County on Monday afternoon in person for that hearing. And we'll see what happens as far as that goes, and I'll have an attorney and all that too. So I will be in California on Monday, July 19th, in Nevada County. So I guess I'll see you there, sir, if you're in the courtroom, and we'll let the judge decide what's going on with all that. So I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with the kill stream otherwise, but yeah, that's the update there. I'm sure he's watching right now, so I'll be there on Monday. Looking forward to it. All right, let's continue.
Absolutely not. There's a lot of frustration.
Back to listening to the news about South Africa again. He is... That's a lie. He's not going to go to California. And if he does, for whatever reason, go to California, it's a bad idea. To hire an attorney to represent him in California is probably going to start at about $5,000 for a retainer. Usually lawyers have a retainer of $5,000. It just seems to be the standard, unless they're much more expensive or they're offering a flat rate for something. So he's going to have to pay $5,000 for the retainer for that civil defense attorney. And then it's also going to cost $750 to fly there and back. Across country. I know this because I looked up a plane ticket for Chris recently. Flying from DC to Sacramento is about $750. So if he's going to start flying back and forth between California and Virginia, that is going to drain him very fast. It's going to add up pretty fucking quick, especially when you consider having an attorney and two different ongoing litigation at the same time. And chances are the person responsible for the civil harassment claim is not going to be the family law practitioner, because family law is like its own beast. Family court is something that you need a specialist in family law to do, because otherwise you'll be torn apart by just how nepotistic it is. The family law is an extremely nepotistic thing where, you know, if you work in family law, you know the dirt of every single person in the city. You know all the judges and all their dirt and all the bailiffs and all their dirt and everything. It's an extremely gross nepotistic part of the justice system, and you would definitely need someone who is ankle deep in that shit in order to represent you fairly. So, like, honestly, the smart thing to do would be to meet halfway, to say to Vickers, I'm sorry, I want to have something with my son, and the most expedient, prudent way to accomplish that is through you as opposed to over you, right? So that would be the smart thing to do, but Ralph has never been that kind of person. So he is just going to make a fucking mess and make everybody, including himself, as miserable as fucking possible. No, Vickers, don't apologize. Never. I'm talking about Ralph. The smart thing for Ralph to do would be to accept the fact that Matthew Vickers is his son's grandfather, and he's always going to be his son's grandfather, regardless of what happens. So you might as well deal with it, as opposed to try and like fight him through force. So before I move on, by the way, that's all I have to say about Ralph. There is one more thing. If you don't remember, there was a girl who was popular with the alt-right a couple years ago, and she made big waves because she was like 11 when she started, and I think she quit at around, I don't know if she's still around. I haven't heard anything from her in a long time. But Ralph talked to her when she was 14. Her name was Soph. She was she made these, based videos, probably something that her parents made, and they made a fuck ton of money because she had like 900K subscribers, and then she got banned off everything because she made fun of Muslims or some shit, and it hit the media. Or Lieutenant Corbus, yeah, is the other name that people know her by. So Soph made an appearance on the kill stream, and after the interview, Ralph was so fucking drunk that he forgot to shut off his stream, which was recording his browser at the time. And even though you couldn't hear anything, he had some weird behavior, which I will narrate now. So this clip has disappeared off the face of the fucking planet and only recently resurfaced this year. It's been gone for over a year now. So here we have the legendary the Soph clip, where Ralph is using his computer after conducting an interview with Soph, a 14-year-old. So, like I said, there's no audio. Ralph is looking at his DLive page. There's a frozen picture of Soph on the screen. She appears to be in pain. She appears to be in agony, actually. I don't know. It's kind of a weird frame to have frozen on the screen. But that's not like Ralph's choosing. That's just unfortunate. So, dead silence. Now he's staring at her stream. Still. Oh, and she's got her knees up. Wait, hold up. Someone said something in chat. Oh, yeah, she is. She's holding, like, her knees up. She's, like, sitting weird in her chair, and that's the frame. Okay, that's weird. So then he's looking at her stream now. She's offline. He hasn't clued in that he's still streaming his thing. Sort of nothing going on. And then, okay, he pulls up Twitter after that. He's looking at his tweets with Joe Bernstein. And he goes up to the search bar. What does he type in? Sewer Nugget. That's her Twitter handle. So he's typing in her Twitter handle very, very slowly because he's drunk as shit. Okay, it's taking him about 10 seconds. It looks like he's typed in Sewer Nugget correctly. He's not pressed enter yet. Okay, he's pressed the enter key, and he is now on Sewer Nugget, on her, or like on the search results for Sewer Nugget, which shows her profile. And it's just kind of staring at it. The artifacts are results of the recorder, by the way, the person who recorded this. Okay, he's opened up her Twitter profile. He's still staring at it. Just staring at it. He's still staring at it. His mouse is floating over the page now. Uh-oh. He scrolled down, and now there's like a picture of her making like a weird O face. And he's just kind of staring at the page. Just staring at it. Then he's finished up very quickly. The page is flashing. Typed in DLive. He's looking at his channel now. He realizes that he's been streaming it all. Let's read the chat real quick. Let's pause and read the chat. Should trend a hashtag for Gunt. Why is there 84 people in here? Ralph, what are you doing? Does Ralph know he's alive? Ralph, no! Ralph, I don't think he knows. Quick, someone twit at him. Ralph, we're watching you. 84. Then he's finished up. And he scrolled down. And now there's like a picture of her making like a weird O face. And he's just kind of staring at the page. Just staring at it. Then he's finished up very quickly. The page is flashing. Typed in D Live. He's looking at his channel now. He realizes that he's been streaming it all. Let's read the chat real quick. Let's pause and read the chat. Should trend a hashtag for Gunt. Why is there 84 people in here? Ralph, what are you doing? Does Ralph know he's alive? Ralph, no! Ralph, I don't think he knows. Quick, someone twit at him. Ralph, we're watching you. Ralph is stalking children. The screen changed. He lives. Porn time, says one person. Oh, no, no, no. Someone says Lamau. And then the stream ends abruptly. And that is the legendary, the lost Soph clip of Ralph drunk and staring at a picture of Soph for some reason. And I always think of that moment when he wags his big, meaty pig hoof at me and says, Josh Moon, you pedophile, you're going to prison before I am, boy. Because it's an extremely awkward clip. Anyways, we're done with Gun Vision. We can get rid of the belly. We can get rid of the corn. We're out of the corn now. We're back in the pre-stream. Time for the pre-stream, boys and girls. Time for the plant update. The moment we've all been waiting for. So, let me get a sip of water, actually. Okay. From July 9th. The banana peppers, bigger, full of peppers growing on them. The basil, fucking big. Oregano and mint coming in strong. Thyme growing like a weed. Dill, fucking retarded. Parsley spread all over the place. And the peas are fruiting. Now today, the banana peppers are like in full bloom. I've been pollinating them over the week, and they're closing up. They're making little pods, so I'm getting a ton of peppers. They're coming in pretty good. Thyme, I've been cutting the thyme back actually to use in food, and it's still growing. Same with the parsley. The dill is the most retarded fucking plant I've ever seen. The oregano just got repotted. I got them in other little planters and put them in the big rectangle planter next to the basil. The basil, by the way, touches the roof of the greenhouse now. It's really big. And I've also repotted the mint by themselves because everyone told me that mint grows like a weed, which I hope so, because it would be very nice to have a lot of mint for like refreshing drinks and stuff. Put in the water, put in grape drink, watermelon drink to chill off with. And one of the pea plants died. I think that I'm either over-watering the peas, or I don't even know. It could just be that they didn't survive the root shot from being repotted. But the other ones are doing pretty fine. They're growing really fucking tall. And I'm getting peas here and there. I'm hoping for some more though. I would like a lot more peas. So, yeah, F for my peas. Poor thing. But I mean, overall, I expected a lot more of the plants to die. That's why I planted so many banana peppers to begin with, because I expected the banana peppers to die, but none of them died. So, it's expected. You know, the plant world is rough. You got to be a strong plant to survive. The leaves are yellowing. You're giving them too much. Well, I do see a lot of yellow. It could just be that they're. Yeah, I think there's a tendency to overwater. I bet you that's what it is. The pigeons have been sparser recently, by the way. They've not been around as much because I keep moving shit. I keep trying to get the plants to be in ideal positions when it's like super windy outside or raining or whatever, and I don't think they like that. Though I don't know. There's places where you can nest on that porch that's not the banana peppers, but they're fucking picky. They refuse to nest anywhere else. So if a bunch of fucking freeloaders can't accept the fact that I don't want them in my peppers, maybe they deserve to fuck off. The bastards. Oh, speaking of, I have received because I like to do merch runs in the fall. This is a concept drawing that I have for a t-shirt design for this fall, and I quite like it. I like how happy the puppy is. He's the happiest puppy I've ever seen. So if you have feedback on this design, feel free to email me. And because I like to do a cool design for Halloween and a cute design for Halloween, and this is the contender for the cute design. Something for a hoodie or a t-shirt or something. And speaking of merch, by the way, the coin has been struck. Ladies and gentlemen, the coin has been struck. It is illegal for them to work right now where this is being made. But they snuck out and they got me a single strike for a round. And this is the final product. Not the final product, actually. The final coin will have, well, no, I can't call it a coin. The final round will have a rated edge. It is a 9949, so very purer than fine silver, 49, silver 1 ounce silver coin with a mirror polish. And if it looks black to you, it's like an optical illusion. It's just so reflective and pure that it has a mirror polish to it. So I've opened up sales again in case you would be interested in getting the coin now that the first one has been struck. And I'm hoping that the COVID restrictions will permit them to complete more of them in the next few weeks, but there's not a set date yet. So I'm hoping to keep the sale going for a couple weeks and let everyone who wants one get one. And that might intersect with the hoodie sale, so I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone can get one who wants one because they're pretty fucking cool, and I won a bunch. I need to advertise it on boomer TV stations like the presidential round. How would I sell this to boomers? I need to put like Donald Trump on it or some shit. There is actually, since you mentioned that, there's one design that I really like that's funny to me. Here, I'll just show it to you. I see this posted on like websites that do precious metals. It's a silver bar, but it has a depiction of Jesus cleansing the temple, which is from the Gospels. In every one of the Gospels, they retell this story of how Jesus went to one of the temples, and there were all these moneylenders there. So he took a cord and he just started beating the fuck out of all the Hebrews who were selling pigeons and exchanging money in the temple. And there's a bunch of boomers who really like this design. And I'm not sure if my little Kiwi coin competes with the cleansing of the temple, or as I like to call it, the temple tantrum. The temple tantrum design. That's pretty fucking cool. Okay. So that's the merch shilling. Oh, one more little oddball story from the pre-stream segment. There was a George Floyd mural because George Floyd is the new messiah for the American people, and they painted a mural to him in Toledo, and an act of God, a lightning bolt, has struck down the George Floyd mural and left it in rubbles. Very specifically George Floyd. Like, there's other shit on this wall that was not destroyed by this lightning bolt. I think this is pretty fucking funny. And it says, Peter Busaka says, and they say God isn't real, a memorial to a criminal. And they're all angry at this. People have, stream is still up, I'm pretty sure. Just refresh. Okay. Probably too many people saying based in chat. It crashed YouTube momentarily. So let me give a quick update on Chris. I mentioned last stream that I was helping Chris with a fundraiser to send them to a BronyCon in Seattle, and the goal was $1,000. I wanted $750 to cover the plane ticket, and $250 for spending as he pleased at this convention, and to reward people for donating to Chris, I promised that I would watch over him and make sure that he completed some drawings and shout-out videos. You've seen one of them so far in the stream. I played it at the very start, but it was very successful. It reached 500% of its goal and is at $5,000. And at $5,000, I closed it because there's about 100 requests for drawings, and so far Chris has been doing about 5 a day, except for yesterday because one of Chris's dogs died overnight, so he took the day off. But I'm pleased with the progress. A lot of people are super angry that Chris got $5,000. He could have made a lot more if he kept it open, but all in all, it's going pretty well. And there's one drawing in particular that I would like to share with everyone. That got a lot of traction on Twitter. He tweeted it out. He says, "Here's a full meme piece. I checked the building out in the alternate dimension. Quite the backstory here. Still, the sign is funny. Suede, Firmery, and Who's Hot? LOL. You like it, M. Groening." And M. Groening is one of the artists for The Simpsons, I think. And here we have a true and honest CWC original Sneed drawing. I hope everyone likes it. According to Chris, the fat one has died, and they're trying to replace him with gay, incestuous baby making. So that's quite the backstory. Rip in peace, the fat one. He says it's like a total dump now, and the truck is falling apart. Wait, was Sneed the fat one, or was that Chuck? I think Chuck was the fat one, right? No, Sneed was the fat one? Oh my god. What a Chad.
Bastards and mistakes. Clear shot.
Okay, so that's... I think that's it for Chris. I think I talked about the, Yeah, I think I talked about everything. He, I guess... I mean, he's been pretty good with like getting out his orders and stuff. I'm pleased.
You won't shake us that way.
So yeah. Hopefully everything works out. I'm optimistic. Oh, here. Let me scare everyone. Aniza has shaved her head. She got married to Idubs and now has shaved her head. And I really have to say that she looks fucking awful. I don't even know how to describe this. It's just, she has like a weird hairline, and the front of her head, the front of her hairline is like thinner than most of her head. So it looks like she has like a fade that's like cut into her hairline. You see what I mean? You see that light spot where you can see her scalp more easily in the very front? I legit thought that line was like a fade that she had cut into her hair, but no. She's just got like a bald spot there or something. And she's wearing like weird BDS. I mean, she just looks fucking awful. She barely looks like a human being anymore. I don't even know what this is going for. Like, who does this appeal to? In Germany, we call it Camp Flesba? What the fuck is a Flesba? Oh, a war lesbian? Is that what that means? Okay, she's a war lesbian apparently, and the Germans see this and they see an Aryan super soldier. Yeah, I don't know. The tattoos, the fucking weird leather. The leather is like too tight for her because she's got like these fake silicone implants, so it's like bursting, and the hairline is just so unflattering. And she did this as soon as she got married to Idubs. Okay, Camps Lesba. That's my word of the day. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this, is that she looks fucking terrible. There's also this. This happened on Thursday. A bunch of people started tweeting about this. If you hear about a Freedom phone, for the love of fucking God, don't buy it. It is a cheap piece of shit Chinese phone called a Yumi Digi, and it's like $100 and $200 on the market. But what they're doing is they're installing like their own bullshit operating system, which appears to be a fork of another operating system, so they didn't even really buy it. And then they're like preloading it with like DuckDuckGo and Brave, and then they're selling it for $500. And to sell more of it, they're having all these conservatives show for it. Jack Pazabiek, Freedom Phone discount here with promo code PAZO. That's only funny. That's only funny once you read it aloud. Get your Freedom Phone, guys. Promo code PAUSED. I want my Freedom Phone at a discount with promo code PAUSED. Laura Southern, Freedom Phone just dropped with the very first free speech-based operating system in completely uncensored App Store. So I guess they changed out the Google App Store with like one that anyone can download on their phone, for free. Use code Southern for $50 off. Amazing work, Eric Finman. Candace Owens, even. I just did a live on Instagram taking everyone through the new Freedom Phone, which is now trending. So excited that I partnered with a solution against Apple and Google using an Android fork on an Android an Android phone. Use code Candace for 10% off your new phone. For $50, they all have $50 off. I want to say, by the way, I have previously stated that Candace Owens is like the most attractive black woman. This picture is unflattering as fuck. She definitely needs like short hair covering her ears and an angle to hide how broad her nose is, because that is really bad. She's got like a venti look to her. It's a bit uncanny. Ian Miles Chong, the dog killer, the flash banger of Hoons, says, I've been using Freedom Phone for a few weeks now to check out. It has pretty similar specs to the latest iPhone. I like that it automatically defaults to DuckDuckGo and other free speech apps, and everything got privacy built in. You can use Stilgray for $50 off. And then Dinesh D'Souza says, this is fantastic, just what we have been waiting for. Eric is showing us how to break free from the leftist big tech monopoly. Get $50 off for 10% discount by clicking here and using promo code Dinesh at freedomphone.com. What's really funny is that I went to this website and there's more shilling. Oh, Mike Thurnovitz says, Freedom Phone. Let's watch this awful fucking ad. That sounds fun.
Books, media, and opinions. Media and opinions.
Entonces busquemos el observatorio.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm the world's youngest Bitcoin millionaire. I made it in Silicon Valley, and I've accomplished a lot in my life already. But now, I'm leaving big tech to fight for free speech. Because the big tech overlords are...
Me refiero a una buena defensa. Robar un galeón, desplazar todos los cañones a un lado. Sería un buen adorno para uno de nuestros puertos.
Sabes que no será nada fácil robar un galeón español. ¿Alguno en mente?
Pues sí, señor. Y os lo enseñaré. Es un buen mastodonte. Grande y lento.
are violating your privacy, censoring your speech.
Sorry.
And I think that's...
It's crucially important that you see this guy's fucking soy face.
Se lo quitaste a los españoles, ¿no?
Why can't...
So wrong. That's why I created the Freedom Phone, and it's uncensorable app store. Everyone is complaining about big tech censorship, but no one is doing anything about it. They say, build your own phone. So I did. Freedom Phone...
Nobody says that. I've never heard anyone say build your own phone, ever.
Truly is the best phone in the world. It does everything your current phone does, except censor you and spy on you. With the Freedom Phone, your freedom of speech is our #1 priority. That's why we built our own app store. That is completely
the Patriot App Store. Oh my god. Oh my god, there is nothing you can't sell to retarded old people who voted for Trump. Like, for real. Just call it the Patriot App, freedom of speech, whatever the fuck, and they'll buy it.
Uncensored. If an app you love has been banned from the mainstream app stores, you can still download it on ours, because we don't ban apps, period. And we've developed the first operating system based on your free speech. There's no app tracking, no keyboard tracking, and no location tracking. because I believe in your security.
That's bullshit, by the way. If he's saying that there's no location tracking, he's full of fucking shit. And by the way, it's very helpful to have it as an option for certain apps in case you actually want to fucking use it. But you can't turn off location tracking. It'll even tell you when you like fuck with the setting in your phone that you can't turn off 911 location tracking because it's not a phone feature. They use 911 location tracking by bouncing your signal off the fucking the things, the radio towers. They know where you're at all the time, regardless of if you want them to, if your phone is on. So saying that it doesn't have location tracking is just bullshit. It doesn't have very precise location tracking that apps can use, and maybe it's a bad thing sometimes because you might actually want it, but it definitely has location tracking, whether you want it to or not.
How do we ensure you're being protected? Say hello to Trust. Trust is our privacy guard. It's designed to warn you whenever an app or a website is tracking you and gives you the option to stop it. Your data, your rules. That's our motto. The Freedom Phone is comparable to the best smartphones on the market. It has an edge-to-edge screen, a super fast processor, and multiple cameras. And your SIM card transfers into the Freedom Phone seamlessly. Big tech companies hold a monopoly on public communication and the dissemination of information. And they are abusing that power. Nobody elected Mark or Jag to be the arbiters of truth in America, yet they still thought it was okay to ban a sitting president from
That has nothing to do with his fucking bullshit. It's so fucking dumb.
their platforms. If they censor a president, they will censor anyone. Imagine if Mark Zuckerberg censored MLK or Abraham Lincoln. The course of history would have been altered forever. Out of all the constitutional amendments, there's a reason why the Founding Fathers made the right to free speech the very first.
They didn't. Well, I mean, that's constitutional. That's from the Bill of Rights. That has nothing to do with the Constitution.
I believe you have a voice that deserves to be heard without being censored. Protect yourself from big tech censorship. Let your voice be heard. Live free with the Freedom Phone.
What can I sell? You guys need to buy the Freedom Coin. Because in the Constitution it says that no state shall make or pay debts in any material other than gold and silver. The founders knew that silver was real money, so therefore you should buy my Freedom Coin, and then you should help it at Jack. But you theoretically could. That's another purpose of silver. You can use it, or you can help people with it, like if you want to stone them to death. Actually, I want to show you guys the site. It's like freedomphone.com or some shit. Because I was looking at this and I was thinking like, okay, this is gay bullshit, right? So it has, their freedom thing is Rumble, Newsmax, Minds. See, it's like, okay. I really, like, okay, Minds I know is working towards the Fediverse. I'm really hoping that Minds pulls through because they're working towards the Fediverse. They've secured investor funding to get to the Fediverse. They've contacted me asking for people I know who work on the Fediverse so that they can help get Activity Pub on Minds. I'm really hoping that Minds will pull through and get on the Fediverse. But until then, it's still just a centralized service. So Minds is better than nothing. But I was thinking like, okay, what does this phone have like in terms of apps that actually helps with like freedom of speech? And I was hoping for a real Fediverse app, but I guess the Minds app is pretty fucking cool. Well, it's not materialized yet. What I really like about this is you have this nice little like website, right? And then you go to the source code, and oh, it's just on Shopify. It's just on fucking Shopify. So it's not like some super hyper decentralized. Oh, we're living like in the bunker, man. We're fighting big tech from the trenches, man. Like no, you're just on Shopify. Nobody's censoring this fucking phone at all. What do I know? I'm just a retard. I'm not making tons of money by selling phones to fucking boomers, so I wish this guy the best. I hope this Bitcoin millionaire. You know, there's another, I don't want to like say who it is, but there's another guy I'm dealing with right now who's like a Bitcoin millionaire. He's like 10 years, he's like 22, 23 or something, and he's like in the alt tech sphere, and he's like a freedom fighter. I'm fighting for free speech, guys. And he made his money through Bitcoin. And he's like Asian. He's like Chinese, and he's like the biggest like used car salesman I've ever heard. Like I talked to him. I said like I just got kicked off the dream house. I'm concerned about Cloudflare. and you know, I want to talk to you about the other like options that I have. And he tries to like sell me all this shit. And he's asking like, how much money are you paying for this? I'll give you this for the same amount of money per month. And it's like, bro, come on, I don't know you. I don't want to give you all my shit. And he's like trying to upsell me and like all this shit for like hundreds of dollars a month. I was like, bro, I don't even fucking know you. And I wanted one thing, which is very cheap. And you're insisting like $100 a month. It's fucking a nuisance. And it's like it's a very Chinese thing. And the way he talks, there's one thing I've learned, by the way, from living in Australia. It's that young Chinese people talk to you in resume speak. They use words like blockchain and CDN and distributed and federated and all this other shit. They just like spew resume speak at you. And they got like this haircut where they look like a fascist, like Hitler Youth, but they're Asian. And then they just like start like word salading you with like, you need to spend, you know, if you give me like $500 a month, I can get you like a defederated, decentralized, dark net, cloud VPN, totally backed up, redundant, KVM. It's like, you're not impressing me. You're 23. You're 23 and you happen to have Bitcoin. You know, maybe we can build up a relationship, but your chinky bullshit is not impressing me, sir. Oh, okay. Reddit. Oh, and regarding, I talked about the DreamHost stuff last week, but I got an email from someone who said that DreamHost might let me back on. And if that happened, that would cause a huge meltdown. Because I didn't even bother reading like the fucking Vice news article. Actually, let me pull it up. Notorious website Kiwi Farms loses its domain registrar. DreamHost has allegedly asked the website best known for trolls and targeted harassment to find a new home. Domain registrar DreamHost has given the notorious website Kiwi Farms 14 days to find a new registrar. According to the site's creator Joshua Noon, Kiwi Farms has already moved to a Russian registrar and he's trying to secure what? You know, it bothers me how little research these people actually fucking do. Because you know what you do? Go to Google, right? You type in domain, who is, and there's probably one fucking result at the top. Type in kiwifarms.net. And if I'm lucky, they're gonna ask me to do that. We're unable to verify. What did they give me? Oh, I'm using an Israeli browser. So it's gonna give me the kiwifarms.net. Oh god, this is hard work. Your registrar information. So right off the bat, this is already true when the Vice guy wrote his fucking article. Like, these tech journalists are too fucking stupid to do the most basic thing possible and figure out who the registrar is for a website. It's literally like website shit 101. How to find out who owns a website, who the registrar is. It's the most basic thing possible. Get him to fucking do that. And he only assumes that because one of the domains is .ru. So he says, oh, if we have a .ru, they must be in Russian. Moon started the site in 2013. I did not start the site in 2013. I took it over to Forum in 2013. The site itself was like 2011. Doing it as a free speech haven. I have never called the site a free speech haven. And that's not to say that I don't believe in free speech or freedom of expression, that I don't call it that. I very specifically go out of my way to avoid using the buzzword free speech when talking about the site, because free speech means something different to everyone. If it was truly free speech, there would be commercial posting, there would be lolicon, there would be a porn board, but there's none of that, because it's not in the most broad, direct sense possible a free speech site. It is a gossip forum with a liberty ethos. I have never called it a free speech haven. These fuckers just make shit up. He just says, oh, it's a site that allows people to talk shit and it must be billed as a free speech haven. My name is Matthew don't. I graduated from bullshit Jewish university with a PhD in journalism. I'm smart. Since then, it has become a forum famous for being the center of internet, little I internet, journalism degree, can't spell fucking words correctly, led targeted harassment campaign. Find me where? Where is the harassment campaign from this fucking site? It hosted the video of the Christchurch massacre, then refused to help New Zealand police in its investigation. Technically true, it did host the video, and then I also refused to help the New Zealand police. Didn't specify, by the way, that the New Zealand police were looking to put people in jail for 10 plus years for looking at the video, because there are child pornography laws and censored video laws are the same thing. So if you look at a kid being raped in New Zealand, and then you look at Christchurch, you're...
Capitán al timón.
Soldado mayor, vamos. Soldado vela. ¡Soltad! ¡Y el Juanete!
¡Arrastradera, acurrullada!
¡Hasta el último! ¡Desplegando toda! Caballeros, como es costumbre entre nosotros, no nos abalanzamos a las órdenes que puede dictar un único loco. Más bien actuamos conforme a nuestra propia locura colectiva. Nuestro objetivo es un galeón de vela cuadrada, que nos dará una gran ventaja en Nassau. Lo someteré a votación. Los que estén a favor de asaltar esa cala y tomar el navío, ¡que pisoteen y griten sí! Los que se opongan, que gimoteen no. Nunca el Consejo del Rey estuvo tan unido.
El capitán está chapoteando. Ahora, tengo una pregunta para ti. ¡Tú! ¡Voy a sacarte el hígado, socio! ¡Se está yendo! ¡Es hora de acabar contigo! ¡Es mío! ¡No escapará! ¡Lo tengo a tiro! ¡Lo veo directamente! ¡Es mío! ¡No escapará! ¡Alto! ¡Deprisa! ¡No lo dejéis escapar! ¡Granada más! ¡Vuelve aquí! ¡Maldita sea! Yo estaría aquí. ¡A ambos lados, muchachos! ¡Párate, digo! ¡Vuelve aquí ya! ¡Lo tengo justo en la mira! ¡Puedo abatirlo! ¡Ah, tiro! ¡Puedo abatirlo! ¡Alto! intenta escapar! ¡Comprobad bien la carga! ¡Con ganas, muchachos! No te muevas. ¡Alto! ¡Tú! ¡Alto! ¡Quieto ahí! ¡Ven aquí! ¡Eres estúpido! ¡Vuelve aquí! ¡Eres estúpido! ¡Vuelve aquí! ¡No toleraré impertinencias en mi turno! ¡Un momento! ¡Para con la U! ¡No te dejaremos escapar! ¡Puedo abatirlo! ¡Con más frío! ¡Comedas tartaros! No vais a volver a pisar tierra en un mes.
¿Recuerdas el regalo que me diste? Me viene perfectamente.
¡Fils de putain! Tan bravo como una bala y la mitad de penetrante.
Lo siento, compañero. Pero no voy a arriesgarme a que les cuentes a tus amigos templarios que sigo vivo.
Me das pena, Bocaniega. A pesar de todo lo que te hemos enseñado de nuestra orden, prefieres vivir como un bribonzuelo ignorante y pusilánime.
¿Qué es esto?
¿Es el latrocinio tu mayor ambición? ¿Tu mente no puede comprender la grandeza de la nuestra? Todos los imperios de la Tierra abolidos. Un mundo libre y abierto. Sin parásitos como tú.
Que l'enfer que tu trouveras soit le fruit de ton insouciance.
¡La cala es nuestra!
Hola. He visto que has terminado y me he acercado para darte algo. Regalo de bienvenida. Damos premios a los mejores empleados por su trabajo. Y está bien tenerlos porque aquí no hay bonificaciones. Yo ya tengo unos 11. Oh. Bonjour. Por supuesto. Ahora se lo digo. Bueno, parece que Olivier quiere verte. Qué emocionante. Sígueme. Es fácil de encontrar, está en el piso de arriba. El resto del edificio resulta confuso al principio, por eso pedimos que nos hicieran una aplicación con un mapa. Mira tu comunicador. Hay un punto de ruta en la oficina de Olivier. Es fácil de encontrar. Olivier es buena gente, no muerde.
Hola. 1, 2, probando. ¿Esto funciona? Soy John, el informático. Nos conocimos antes, cuando calibraba tu Animus. Soy una especie de botón de encender y apagar. Me encargo del aspecto técnico. ¿Tienes un minuto? Oh, mierda. El rastreador dice que vas camino de la oficina de Olivier. Ah, vale. Te daré un toque cuando termines. Quiero pedirte un favor.
Hola. Adelante, te está esperando.
Bueno, si no me ordenas específicamente que lo abandone, no pondré en peligro a nuestro buque insignia. Edward Kenway es... Pero es así como empezó Hollywood, ¿no? Con películas de piratas. Douglas Fairbanks, Errol Flynn, y ahora tenemos acceso a algo realmente auténtico. Oui, oui. Exacto. Repasaremos todo eso con los accionistas. Bien. Yo también tengo ganas de verte. Cuídate, Leticia. ¡Salud! Hola, gracias por venir. Sé que no te sobra el tiempo. He revisado parte de tus datos. Son realmente brutales. Es evidente que hay que filtrar cosas para que pase por contenido familiar. Podemos darle a Edward una voz como la de James Bond o algo así. Hacerlo un galán. Bonita ciudad, ¿eh? Bien, el principal motivo por el que te he llamado es esa cosa llamada observatorio. Se menciona varias veces en las imágenes que has reunido. Quiero animarte a encontrar ese conjunto concreto de recuerdos en cuanto puedas. Si fuera por mí, on Sancres, yo pasaría del tema, pero unos peces gordos de Abstergo llevan varios días dándome la lata. Tú sigue las pistas que encuentres y con suerte podremos... ¡Oh! Están llamando. Debo responder. Seguimos en contacto. Bonne journée.
Allen, bonjour. Oui, tout va bien. Naturellement. Quoi? Bon, d'accord. Quoi?
Hola, soy John otra vez. ¿Tienes un minuto? Bien, añadiré un punto de ruta a tu mapa. Una colega tuya se fue de vacaciones esta mañana sin enviarme un vídeo que me había prometido. Ya que detesto a casi todos los de tu planta, espero que puedas ayudarme. Puedes transferir el archivo desde su ordenador y dárselo a la mensajera cuando pase. Será fácil. Pásate por su ánimos. Inicia sesión y transfiere el archivo. Así de sencillo. Y por favor, date prisa antes de que te deteste a ti también. Puerta cerrada. Sin problema. Es lo bueno de tener acceso de seguridad de nivel 1. Y ahora tú también lo tienes. No abuses de él. Inicia sesión y te iré guiando. Debes colarte en el núcleo para buscar los datos de su interior. Cuando lo logres, tu comunicador los descargará automáticamente. Ábrete paso hasta el núcleo para acceder a los datos de su interior. Lo has pirateado. El archivo estará descargándose. He creado una base de datos para ti. Busca la sección de Mis archivos en tu comunicador para acceder a ella de inmediato. Todo lo que descargues se guardará allí, protegido por un firewall, evidentemente.
23 de diciembre, 8 y 12. Unidad de recuperación de muestras. Jefe de equipo Fisher Case informando sobre el sujeto 17, Desmond Miles. Había fallecido sin recibir cuidados. Se estima que la muerte se produjo a las 12 horas y 7 minutos. Las condiciones eran favorables para la recuperación de una muestra de ADN. Inicialmente nos preocupaba la seguridad de la bóveda, pero gracias a la habilidad y al talento de nuestro equipo pudimos obtener datos útiles. Yo mismo recuperé la mochila del sujeto y extraje varios objetos de interés para someterlos a un examen detallado. El sujeto sufría quemaduras en la mano derecha, lo bastante graves como para fundir los huesos, lo que indica algún tipo de combustión espontánea e intensa. Jamás habíamos visto nada semejante, la verdad. La cabeza, el cuello y el torso estaban intactos. Ordené a varios agentes que extrajeran muestras de fluidos, sangre y saliva. Luego iniciamos la extracción de material y pudimos conservar varias muestras de ejemplo. Ya están en marcha los análisis y la secuenciación de datos, y me consta que el proceso está siendo muy sencillo. Gracias a la base de datos de la nube y al trabajo de la Unidad 3 de recuperación de muestras de Abstergo, el legado del sujeto 17 seguirá vivo en forma de la muestra 17.
Se te da mejor de lo que esperaba. Ahora baja al vestíbulo. Vamos. Oye, el archivo que obtuviste, te recomiendo que no lo mires. Bueno, puedes hacerlo, pero no sería agradable. Así que una vez entregado, olvídate de este asunto, ¿vale? Si no, te irás a la cama triste. Bueno, la mensajera te estará esperando abajo. Lleva allí un rato. Supongo que no hace falta decir que sepas piratear los ordenadores de tus colegas no significa que debas hacerlo. Al menos no todos los días, ¿vale? Bueno, en serio, es ilegal. No seas idiota, salvo que te guste serlo.
La verdad, no sé si podré seguir con esto. Este trabajo está por debajo de mi nivel.
Sí, bueno, tu café es una mierda. Necesitas práctica.
¿Qué? No. Seguí la... Vaya, mira quién está aquí. Después de todo no nos has olvidado. Qué mala educación. Mira que hacer esperar media hora a Rebeca.
Venga, sé simpático. Perdónalo, ha bebido demasiado café. Bueno, ¿cómo hacemos esto? ¿Una transferencia? Genial, esto bastará. Te enviaremos el recibo. Hasta otra. Cuídate, Sean.
Adiós, sí, adiós. Ah, y vete olvidándote del café gratis. Arrogante. Es genial, ¿verdad?
Me dicen que la mensajera ya ha terminado. Genial, eres un regalo de Dios. Nah, estaba exagerando. No eres un regalo de Dios, eres una persona trabajando. Pero gracias por ayudarme. Venga, gracias. Diviértete pirateando.
Assistance au niveau 2, projet échantillon 17.
Asistencia al nivel 2, proyecto sujeto 17.
La tecnología.
El café era...
¿Dónde vas? ¿Al mercado?
No. Yo... Mis padres quieren que viva con ellos. Y me gustaría.
¿Qué quieres decir con vivir con ellos? Tú vives aquí conmigo.
Lo siento, Edward, pero mi padre tiene razón. Tenías un sueldo decente trabajando en la granja. ¿Por qué no te puede valer con eso y... conmigo?
¿Sueldo decente? Ese trabajo era abusivo. ¿Quieres estar casado con un campesino de por vida?
Muy bien, Edward. Muy bien.
Caroline, si te vas ahora, nunca sabrás lo que habría pasado. ¡Caroline! ¡Caroline! ¿Qué?
Despierta, Kenway.
¿Thatch está por aquí?
Se fue al alba con el galeón. Cree que sabremos encontrarle una utilidad a esta vieja cala.
Sí, con tiempo algo sacaremos. Podríamos esconder una flota. Y con unos apaños podría ser un hogar decente. Quizá convenza a mi esposa para vivir aquí.
¿Estás casado?
Sí, a los ojos de Dios. Me dejó hace un tiempo.
Aún así, guarda el secreto. Muchos piratas no respetan a un hombre comprometido con algo diferente al ron y al saqueo.
Por mi honor. Avísame si encuentras algo.
Edward. Aquí. He encontrado algo. Debes ver esto. ¡Vamos, hombre! Son cosas raras, ¿verdad? Viejas y ajadas.
¿Es esto lo que llaman maya? ¿O es azteca?
¿Se te dan bien los acertijos? Rompecabezas y razonamientos.
No soy peor que otros. ¿Por qué?
Creo que tienes un talento natural. Tu modo de pensar. Tu forma de comprender el mundo.
Yo no estoy tan seguro. Hablas de cosas raras y no entiendo ni una palabra.
Sube ahí arriba, ¿quieres? Necesito tu ayuda. Concentra y enfoca tus sentidos. Mira más allá de las sombras. Entra en la materia. Hasta que contemples una especie de resplandor.
Un resplandor.
¿Lo comprendes?
Eso creo. Ya he visto algo parecido. Un brillo como de rayo de luna en el océano.
Todos los hombres y mujeres de la Tierra tienen una especie de intuición muy oculta.
He tenido esta sensación toda mi vida, pero creía que estaba relacionada con mis sueños, o algo así.
La mayoría no la encuentra. Otros tardan... Tienes talento, Edward.
Tiene un aspecto raro. ¿Vale algo?
Nada que puedas gastar. Pero si las encuentras todas, pueden llevarnos a algo grande.
¿Cuántas?
Varias docenas, creo. Por aquí. Te enseñaré otra cosa. Aquí he encontrado otra cosa. Creo que este secreto te sorprenderá todavía más.
Esto es un auténtico misterio.
Hemos llegado. ¿Qué te parece?
Creo que el señor Ducas guardaba muchos secretos.
Sí, y mira. Una escalera sólida que Dios sabe a dónde llevará. ¿Qué es lo que crees que hay arriba?
Por lo que sé de Ducas, no me extrañaría encontrar un amplio surtido de instrumentos de tortura y depravación. Una doncella de hierro o una colección de aplastapulgares.
O una pera de la angustia.
No es la mejor forma de empezar. Pero es una buena pieza.
Prueba con la llave de Ducas.
La primera. Solo quedan 4.
Sí. Puede que las tengan estos 4 templarios. ¿Ves los nombres aquí? Los han enviado a matar a estos 4 objetivos.
Vaya, es el mapa que vendía el gobernador Torres en La Habana. Dijo que indicaba los campamentos asesinos.
¿Entonces crees que les debes una advertencia? Si es que te late un corazón en ese pecho.
Supongo que podría. Si me lleva a las otras 4 llaves.
Una mala excusa es mejor que nada.
¿Ya te vas?
Creo que esta cala te sienta bien, Edward. Mejor que tu traje.
Ah, venga ya. Somos piratas, Kid. Cogemos y somos lo que queremos. Hombres hechos a sí mismos.
Pero eso no eres tú. No eres así.
¿Y quién soy?
A veces cuesta saberlo. Pero sé que te gustan las presas peligrosas.
¿Hablas del observatorio? Creo que sabes más de lo que soltaste en Nassau.
¿Te diste cuenta, eh? Búscame en la latitud 20 grados y 3 minutos al borde de la costa de Yucatán. Dentro de unas semanas tendré algo que enseñarte.
Singular fellow. Straight from the public house.
Bienvenido, señor. El capitán al timón. Hola, capitán. Hemos encontrado un alijo de cartas náuticas y libros de contabilidad por el pueblo. Los encontrarás en el camarote del capitán de Jackdaw. Son de calidad.
¿Cartas náuticas y libros de contabilidad? Van a venir bien si organizamos nuestra propia flota.
Justo lo que pensaba, capitán. Echa un vistazo y dime qué te parece. ¿Qué rumbo vamos a seguir hoy, capitán? Es un buen día para hacer maldades.
¿Qué te apetece?
Confieso que me gustaría darles una lección a los británicos. Si conseguimos su oro y lo usamos nosotros, sería un hombre feliz.
Hablas como un verdadero galés, Ade.
¿Y qué quieres tú?
Maese Kid me habló de un premio que quería enseñarme en Tulum. Está bastante lejos, sí, en la península de Yucatán.
¿Crees que juega limpio?
No estoy seguro. Pero siempre se las apaña para removerme la conciencia y eso me intriga. Debería ir a verlo pronto.
Seguro que mis hombres lo comprenderán siempre que consigamos algún botín por el camino. Pondré rumbo a Tulum.
Cargamento a la deriva, capitán.
Debemos tener cuidado, son aguas bien defendidas, capitán.
¡Un náufrago con vida!
¡A vuestros puestos!
¡Agarraos fuerte! ¡Agarraos, impacto! ¡Agarraos! ¡Agarraos bien! ¡Fuego!
¡Puestos! ¡Disparemos!
¡Fuego!
¡Cuando ordenes, capitán!
¡Fuego!
¡Un disparo certero allí!
¡Esperamos
¡Fuego!
órdenes!
¡Fuego!
Allí un buen disparo podría inutilizarlo.
¡Fuego!
¡Aquí es vulnerable, capitán!
¡Fuego! ¡Plegad la gavia! ¡Soltad la mayor al viento!
¡Vela mayor!
¡Fuego!
¡Un disparo certero allí!
¡Listos para disparar! ¡Soltadla toda y aprovechad el viento!
¡Atención, vamos a chocar!
jorobada a la vista!